It is freeing to say no.
How does someone learn to say no?
This has been the year that not 2019, but 2018, was the power of no for me. It's no with zero context. And what I mean by that is when people want something from you, and I'm a giver, I think a lot of people are, sometimes we say, no, I've got X. And the first thing they'll say is, oh, well, what if we move that to here? I have had to be really authentic to say, no, I only have this life. That's not something I want to do. That's not something that I'm passionate about, and it's not something I'm going to be really good at. Or you're not going to get the best of me now. And I say, unfortunately, it's no. That's all I'll say. I don't give any other context. And the reason I don't is because when you say no, there's no comeback. There's no comeback. And sometimes I'll get, well, why not? I don't think I can give the best of myself right now. So the answer is no. We can talk about it in a month or in a couple weeks, but for this weekend, it's a no. At first, I'm Southern, right? So you're raised to just help everybody out. But I feel like sometimes when you say yes,
saying no is rude.
Yeah, saying no is rude. But sometimes when you say yes, but you don't show up with a giving spirit, or are you resentful, you're not going to be the person they asked. You show up as somebody different. I don't ever want to show up that way. I'd rather show up as truthful and go, hey, I can't do that.
That's so good.
It is freeing to say no. It doesn't mean I don't care about you. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't want to support you. It's just no.
There's a quote that says, every time I say yes to something, I'm saying no to something else. So if every time you say yes to this, you're saying no to your kids or to whatever,
Well, and you got to figure out, and I think about this in business too, what comes on our plate, something has to go off our plate, because there's a capacity. There's 24 hours in a day. There's never more than 24 hours in a day. There's never more. So if you keep filling it with things that aren't going to get the best of you, and you need that time to just regenerate or pour into people that will be standing next to your deathbed one day. Those are the people that will be there. No one else will. They will be there.
Not the people that wanted you to be busy for their agenda.
Or to further them. And that's okay. I mean, it's okay to move that down the path to a time where I'm not as busy, because I will have time to be thoughtful and genuine and supportive. And you're going to get the best of me then. You're not going to get the best of me today.
And I think you probably have realized this, but I can kind of know within like a couple of emails or texts or calls if a new person in my life or relationship or something like that is either going to be life-giving or if it's going to be soul-sucking, And if it's life-giving, I'm way more likely. If someone's asking me for advice and I know that I can learn just as much from them, or I know that it's going to be life-giving, I'm way more likely to give more of myself to that than to the opposite.
It's a mutual value exchange, right? And sometimes as leaders, you need to step in and say, I need to be more of a giver. But, I've evaluated relationships in my life and said, that doesn't give me value. People make time for things that are important to them.
Right.
And I have to look at folks and go, if something's important to me and I will make time for you, but you're not making time for me, we don't have a mutual value exchange.
Or you only come to me when you need X.
So, as a leader, this happens in business, this happens personally. I have to be able to quickly determine, okay, I'm putting more into this than I'm getting out, and it should be mutually valuable. Sometimes I'm going to pour more in, sometimes I'm going to get more out. I have to say no to those kinds of relationships or, business dealings and go, that's not mutually beneficial. And that's okay. We don't have to be upset about it. I don't have to get my feelings hurt. It's just that didn't work. And that takes maturity to say, this doesn't work and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.